Okay, this is Orlando Wilson. What I want to talk about in this video, I want to answer a question a few comments I've received from people about there being war in Europe, and should Europe prepare for war? Is Russia going to invade Western Europe, etc.? I think the fact people are asking this question is absolutely stupid. I think the issue is these days how many people are brainwashed by social media, brainwashed by mainstream media, etc. Is Russia going to go to war with Europe? There's nothing I can say, as the Russians have said, they want with Western Europe. There's no resources. I think a lot of what's going on in the media is scaremongering. The biggest joke is the British are going to mobilize, they're going to have conscription, etc. You know what? Best of luck to you. If we want to be honest about this, and a lot of people don't want to be honest because they don't like the facts. If you look at what's happening, NATO, US, UK, everybody else got kicked out of Afghanistan. They got the taste well and truly slapped out of their mouths and had to run away. Fact. Iraq, US has been asked to leave Iraq. Iraq was a mess. The old issue with ISIS was very murky, and the people that defeated ISIS were Hashishabi and the Iraqis. They failed to overthrow Assad in Syria. What else we got? Ukraine is a complete utter mess, and it's a matter of time before Zelensky ends up running away somewhere. But I think, how's it looking with Trump getting back into being the rightful president of the United States? And I think Zelensky will end up in handcuffs because there's too much money gone missing. So again, all right, let's look at Gaza. Gaza's a mess for the Israelis. They expected an easy victory with Hamas. It's not worked. The Houthis hit a British ship yesterday, and the Houthis don't care because they're Houthis. They like to fight. So I think the West bit off more than they could chew there. So I think this is where the schoolyard bully, which has been NATO, US, UK, and everybody else, has finally, how can I put it, been punching above their weight and been called out. So I think all these calls for war in Europe is nothing more than blatant scaremongering, because people are trying to put fear into the general public, because the issue is it's the only way they can try to rectify the current situation, which is a mess. If you look what's happening in the US with Texas, Governor Abbott has just told Biden to go fuck himself as far as the border's concerned, and there's big shit going on there. So we're in a time of, I would say, the order is changing, and anybody that understands things can see that the order is changing. The trouble is the establishment that's been causing all these problems for so long doesn't want the order to change because they're benefiting from it. If the order changes, then they'll no longer benefit, they won't be making money, they won't have their comfy positions, etc. It's a fact. Maybe not in my lifetime, but it's a fact, especially with, I'm not taking sides on this. South Africa's case against Israel in the International Criminal Court, which is bullshit. Bullshit court, because it's UN. The fact South Africa has stood up, it shows Africa is rising. Africa is coming up, Africa has the resources. Europe got rich plundering Africa, raping Africa, taking their resources and selling it. I say, read my articles, and my opinions of UK is pretty low, because UK got all their resources from, all their money, all their resources from stealing other people's shit. Now they can't steal anybody else's shit anymore, so what are they going to do? So all this stuff about war in Europe, and I think it was at the head of NATO come out and said 3 days supply of water and batteries. You know what, if Russia is rolling into Western Europe, what fucking good is 3 days water and batteries going to do you? All right, and this is coming from the top people at NATO. So that sums up how, to put it honestly, the only way you can put it is how fucking ridiculous and stupid these people are. So they're scaremongering. I know there's people have reached out to me and they're a little bit concerned. But again, it's like there's nothing to be concerned about. It's like, it's stupidity. I think all we can hope for is, as soon as the way things are looking, that people start to see sense, or President Trump is elected in the US, and the world can get back to business, because I think he'll be cutting deals pretty quickly. And the only way you're going to deal with the situation is cutting deals with people and being nice to people, because it's proven this perpetual war that we've been in for however long, instigated by NATO, instigated by the US, or the Biden administration, the Obama administration, has done nothing but waste taxpayers' money and cost a lot of lives. If you don't see that, if you think it's for freedom, democracy, and all this, all I can say is you're fucking brainwashed. Anyway, my opinions on war in Europe, it's not worth worrying about it. Keep on with business, and that's it. So in the meantime, follow me along on social media. I got more of these videos going up. We've got a ton of stuff up there at the moment. And also check out my books on Amazon that talk about various aspects of the security world, etc., etc. And when I get the time, there will be new books going up. We're working on 2 new ones at the moment. Me and somebody else, Dionysus in Greece, the drone guy. So follow me along on social media. I like X or LinkedIn. The other ones to me are mainstream media bullshit. So in the meantime, be good, stay safe, and stay out of trouble.